Beyond is sponsored by the Malone Society, the permanent utility of original texts. To join the Society or find out more about their publications, go to malonesociety.com. Welcome to this live recording of Arden of Faversham by the Unknown. It was recorded live at the White Bear Theatre in Kennington on Thursday, 14th of December 2023. The recording used throughout this episode is a live mix of the performed play, with only minor edits and a few additional sound cues. It's a simpler mix than I've used for other plays from the same season. Content warnings can be found in the show description, and more on the background of the play and introductions to the text can be found elsewhere on the pod. So, the tragedy of Master Arden of Faversham in Kent was printed in 1592 and appeared on the stage sometime from around 1587. Some people think it is by one hand, or by at least two, but generally we at Beyond don't care to play the attribution game, so play that in your own time. The play is set in 1551, in the run-up to Valentine's Day. King Edward VI is on the throne in his minority, and so we're still living in the aftermath of the reign of Henry VIII. Land from the dissolution of the monasteries is still being passed around, and an emerging class of the middling sort is starting to get room to bustle, including a figure like Thomas Arden, who was a real person. All the major characters here are based on real people, and this is a true crime tale that takes in a wide social spectrum. From Lord Cheiny at the top, down to a borderline gentleman like Thomas Arden and his wife Alice, through Mosbie, a former tailor, a botcher, a tidier of clothes, down through household servants, and the lowlife of the criminal underworld. They are all present, as you shall see. Beyond presents Arden of Faversham by the Unknown, with Alexandra Kataigida as Alice Arden, Keith Hill as Thomas Arden, Simon Nader as Mosbie, and Lynsey Beauchamp as Franklin. The live show was directed by Sarah Blake. Arden of Faversham.
Arden, cheer up thy spirits and droop no more. My gracious lord, the Duke of Somerset, hath freely given to thee and to thy heirs, by letters patents from his majesty, all the lands of the Abbey of Faversham. Here are the deeds, sealed and subscribed with his name and the king's. Read them and leave this melancholy mood.
Franklin, thy love prolongs my weary life, and but for thee, how odious were this life that shows me nothing, but torments my soul and those foul objects that offend mine eyes, which makes me wish that for this veil of heaven the earth hung over my head and covered me. Love letters passed twixt Mosbie and my wife, and they have privy meetings in the town. Nay, on his finger did I spy the ring which at our marriage day the priest put on. Can any grief be half so great as this?
Comfort thyself, sweet friend. It is not strange that women will be false and wavering.
Aye, but to dote on such a one as he is monstrous, Franklin, and intolerable.
Why, what is he?
A butcher, and no better at the first, who by brace brokage, getting some small stock, crept into service of a nobleman, and by his servile flattery and fawning is now become the steward of his house, and bravely jets it in his silken gown.
No nobleman will countenance such a peasant.
Yes, the Lord Clifford, he that loves not me, but through his favour let him not grow proud, for were he by the Lord Protector backed, he should not make me to be pointed at. I am by birth a gentleman of blood, and that injurious ribald that attempts to violate my dear wife's chastity, for dear I hold her love, as dear as heaven, shall, on the bed which he thinks to defile, see his dissevered joints and sinews torn, whilst on the planchers pants his weary body smeared in the channels of his lustful blood.
Be patient, gentle friend, and learn of me to ease thy grief and save her chastity. Entreat her fair. Sweet words are fittest engines to raise the flint walls of a woman's breast. In any case be not too jealous, nor make no question of her love to thee, but as securely presently take horse, and lie with me in London all this term. For women, when they may, will not, but being kept back straight grow outrageous.
Though this abhors from reason, yet I'll try it, and call her forth, and presently take leave. How, Alice?
Oh, husband, what mean you to get up so early? Summer nights are short, and yet you rise ere day. Had I been awake, you had not risen so soon.
Sweet love, thou knowest that we two, Ovid-like, have often chid the morning when it 'gan to peep, and often wished that dark night's purblind steeds would pull her by the purple mantle back and cast her in the ocean to her love. But this night, sweet Alice, thou hast killed my heart. I heard thee call on Mosbie in thy sleep.
'Tis like I was asleep when I named him, for being awake he comes not in my thoughts.
But you started up and suddenly, instead of him, caught me about the neck.
Instead of him? Why, who was there but you? And where but one is, how can I mistake?
Arden, leave to urge her over far.
Nay, love, there is no credit in a dream. Let it suffice, I know thou lovest me well.
Now I remember whereupon it came. Had we no talk of Mosbie yesternight?
Mistress Alice, I heard you name him once or twice.
And thereof came it, and therefore blame not me.
I know it did, and therefore let it pass. I must to London, sweet Alice, presently.
But tell me, do you mean to stay there long?
No longer there till my affairs be done.
He will not stay above a month at most.
A month? Ay me, sweet Arden, come again within a day or two, or else I die.
I cannot long be from thee, gentle Alice. Whilst Michael fetch our horses from the field, Franklin and I will down unto the quay, for I have certain goods there to unload. Meanwhile prepare our breakfast, gentle Alice, for yet, ere noon, we'll take horse and away.
Ere noon? He means to take horse and away. Sweet news is this. Oh, that some airy spirit would in the shape and likeness of a horse gallop with Arden, cross the ocean, and throw him from his back into the waves. Sweet Mosbie is the man that hath my heart, and he usurps it, having naught but this, that I am tied to him by marriage. Love is a god, and marriage is but words, and therefore Mosbie's title is the best. Tush, whether it be or no, he shall be mine, in spite of him, of Hymen, and of rights. And here comes Adam of the Flower de Luce. I hope he brings me tidings of my love. How now, Adam? What is the news with you? Be not afraid, my husband is now from home.
He whom you wot of, Mosbie, Mistress Alice, is come to town and sends you word by me. In any case, you may not visit him.
Not visit him?
No, nor take no knowledge of his being here.
But tell me, is he angry or displeased?
It should seem so, for he is wondrous sad.
Were he as mad as raving Hercules, I'll see him, I. And were thy house of force, these hands of mine should raze it to the ground, unless that thou wouldst bring me to my love.
Nay, and you be so impatient I'll be gone.
Stay, Adam, stay. Thou wert wont to be my friend. Ask Mosbie how I have incurred his wrath. Bear him from me these pair of silver dice with which we played for kisses many a time. And when I lost, I won, and so did he. Such winning and such losing, Jove send me. And bid him, if his love do not decline, to come this morning but along my door, and as a stranger, but salute me there. This may he do without suspect or fear.
I'll tell him what you say, and so farewell.
Do, and one day I'll make amends for all. I know he loves me well, but dares not come, because my husband is so jealous. And these, my narrow, prying neighbours, blab, hinder our meetings when we would confer. But if I live, that block shall be removed, and Mosbie, thou that comes to me by stealth, shall neither fear the biting speech of men, nor Arden's looks, as surely shall he die as I abhor him, and love only thee. How now, Michael? Whither are you going?
To fetch my master's nag. I hope you'll think on me.
Aye, but Michael, see you keep your oath, and be as secret as you are resolute.
I'll see he shall not live above a week.
On that condition, Michael, here's my hand. None shall have Mosbie's sister but thyself.
I understand the painter here hard by hath made report that he and Sue is sure.
There's no such matter, Michael, believe it not.
But he hath sent a dagger sticking in a heart, with a verse or two stolen from a painted cloth, the which I hear the wench keeps in her chest. Well, let her keep it. I shall find a fellow that can both write and read and make rhyme too, and if I do, well, I'll say no more. I'll send from London such a taunting letter as she shall eat the heart he sent with salt, and fling the dagger at the painter's head.
What needs all this? I say that Susan's thine.
Why then I say that I will kill my master, or anything that you will have me do.
But Michael, see you do it cunningly.
Why, say I should be took, I'll ne'er confess that you know anything. And Susan being a maid may beg me from the gallows of the sheriff.
Trust not to that, Michael.
You cannot tell me, I've seen it, I. But, mistress, tell her, whether I live or die, I'll make her more worth than 20 painters can, for I will rid mine elder brother away. And then the farm of Bolton is mine own. Who not venture upon house and land when he may have it for a right down blow?
Yonder comes Mosbie. Michael, get thee gone, and let not him nor any know thy drifts. Mosbie, my love.
Away, I say, and talk not to me now.
A word or two, sweetheart, and then I will. 'Tis yet but early days. Thou needst not fear.
Where is thy husband?
'Tis now high water, and he is at the quay.
There, let him be. Henceforward know me not.
Is this the end of all thy solemn oaths? Is this the fruit thy reconcilement buds? Have I for this given thee so many favours, incurred my husband's hate, and out alas made shipwreck of mine honour for thy sake? And dost thou say, henceforward know me not? Remember when I locked thee in my closet? What were thy words and mine? Did we not both decree to murder Arden in the night? The heavens can witness, and the world can tell, before I saw that falsehood look of thine, for I was tangled with thy enticing speech. Arden to me was dearer than my soul, and shall be still. Base peasant, get thee gone, and boast not of thy conquest over me, gotten by witchcraft and mere sorcery. For what hast thou to countenance my love, being descended of a noble house, and matched already with a gentleman whose servant thou mayst be? And so, farewell.
Ungentle and unkind Alice! Now I see that which ever I feared and find too true. A woman's love is as the lightning flame, which, even in bursting forth, consumes itself. To try thy constancy, have I been strange? Would I had never tried, but lived in hope.
What needst thou try me, whom thou ne'er found false?
Yet, pardon me, for love is jealous.
So lists the sailor to the mermaid's song. So looks the traveller to the basilisk. I am content for to be reconciled, and that I know will be mine overthrow.
Thine overthrow. First, let the world dissolve.
Nay, Mosbie, let me still enjoy thy love, and happen what will, I am resolute. My saving husband hoards up bags of gold to make our children rich, and now is he gone to unload the goods that shall be thine, and he and Franklin will to London straight.
To London, Alice? If thou be ruled by me, we'll make him sure enough for coming there.
Ah, would we could.
I happened on a painter yesternight, the only cunning man of Christendom, for he can temper poison with his oil, that whoso looks upon the work he draws shall, with the beams that issue from his sight, suck venom to his breast and slay himself. Sweet Alice, he shall draw thy counterfeit, that Arden may, by gazing on it, perish.
Aye, but Mosbie, that is dangerous. For thou, or I, or any other else, coming into the chamber where it hangs, may die.
Aye. But we'll have it covered with a cloth and hung up in the study for himself.
It may not be, for when the picture's drawn, Arden, I know, will come and show it me.
Fear not. We'll have that shall serve the turn. This is the painter's house. I'll call him forth.
But, Mosbie, I'll have no such picture,
I pray, leave it to my discretion. Out! Clarke! Oh, you are an honest man of your word. You served me well.
Why, sir, I'll do it for you at any time, provided as you have given your word I may have Susan Mosbie to my wife. For, as sharp-witted poets, whose sweet verse make heavenly gods break off their nectar draughts and lay their ears down to the lowly earth, use humble promise to their sacred muse, so we that are the poets' favourites must have a love. Aye, love is the painter's muse that makes him frame a speaking countenance, a weeping eye that witnesses heart's grief. Then tell me, Master Mosbie, shall I have her?
'Tis pity, but he should. He'll use her well.
Clarke, here's my hand. My sister shall be thine.
Then, brother, to requite this courtesy, you shall command my life, my skill and all.
That thou couldst be secret.
Fear him not. Leave. I have talked sufficient.
You know not me that asks such questions. Let it suffice, I know you love him well, and fain would have your husband made away, wherein, trust me, you show a noble mind, that rather than you'll live with him you hate, you'll venture life and die with him you love. The like will I do for my Susan's sake.
Yet nothing could enforce me to the deed but Mosbie's love. Might I without control enjoy thee still, then Arden should not die. But seeing I cannot, therefore let him die.
Enough, sweet Alice. Thy kind words makes me melt. Your trick of poison pictures we dislike. Some other poison would do better far.
Aye, such as might be put into his broth, and yet in taste not to be found at all.
Ah, I know your mind, and here I have it for you. Put but a dram of this into his drink, or any kind of broth that he shall eat, and he shall die within an hour after.
As I am a gentlewoman, Clarke, next day thou and Susan shall be married.
And I'll make her dowry more than I can talk of, Clarke.
Yonder's your husband. Mosbie, I'll be gone.
In good time. See where my husband comes. Master Mosbie, ask him the question yourself.
Master Arden, being at London yesternight, the abbey lands whereof you are now possessed were offered me on some occasion by Greene, one of Sir Anthony Ager's men. I pray you, sir, tell me, are not the lands yours? Hath any other interest herein?
Mosbie, that question we'll decide anon. Alice, make ready my breakfast. I must hence. As for the lands, Mosbie, they are mine by letters patents from His Majesty. But I must have a mandate for my wife. They say you seek to rob me of her love. Villain, what makest thou in her company? She's no companion for so base a groom.
Arden, I thought not on her, I came to thee. But rather than I pocket up this wrong,
What will you do, sir?
revenge it on the proudest of you both.
So, sirrah, you may not wear a sword. The statute makes against artificers. I warrant that I do. Now use your bodkin, your Spanish needle, and your pressing iron, for this shall go with me, and mark my words. You, Goodman Botcher, 'tis to you I speak. The next time that I take thee near my house, instead of legs, I'll make thee crawl on stumps.
Master Arden, you have injured me. I do appeal to God and to the world.
Why canst thou deny thou wert a botcher once?
Measure me what I am, not what I was.
Why, what art thou now, but a velvet drudge, a cheating steward, and base-minded peasant?
Arden, now thou hast belched and vomited the rancorous venom of thy missworn heart. Hear me but speak. As I intend to live with God and his elected saints in heaven, I never meant more to solicit her, and that she knows, and the world shall see. I loved her once. Sweet Arden, pardon me. I could not choose. Her beauty fired my heart, but time hath quenched these over-raging coals, and, Arden, though I now frequent thy house, 'tis for my sister's sake, her waiting maid, and not for hers. Mayst thou enjoy her long. Hellfire and wrathful vengeance light on me if I dishonour her or injure thee.
Mosbie, with these thy protestations, the deadly hatred of my heart's appeased, and thou and I'll be friends, if this prove true. As for the base terms which I gave thee late, forget them, Mosbie. I had cause to speak when all the knights and gentlemen of Kent made common table talk of her and thee.
Mm-hmm. Who lives that is not touched with slanderous tongues?
Then, Mosbie, to eschew the speech of men upon whose general bruit all honour hangs, forbear his house.
Forbear it? Nay, rather frequent it more. The world shall see that I distrust her not. To warn him on the sudden from my house were to confirm the rumour that is grown.
By my faith, sir, you say true. And therefore will I sojourn here a while, until our enemies have talked their fill. And then, I hope, they'll cease, and at last confess how causeless they have injured her and me.
And I will lie at London all this term to let them see how light I weigh their words.
Husband, sit down. Your breakfast will be cold.
Come, Master Mosbie, will you sit with us?
I cannot eat, but I'll sit for company.
Sir Michael, see our horse be ready.
Husband, why pause ye? Why eat you not?
I am not well. There's something in this broth that is not wholesome. Didst thou make it, Alice?
I did. And that's the cause it likes not you. There's nothing I can do to please your taste. You were best to say I would have poisoned you. I cannot speak or cast aside my eye, but he imagines I have stepped awry. Here's he that you cast in my teeth so oft. Now will I be convinced or purge myself? I charge thee, speak to this mistrustful man, thou that wouldst see me hang, thou, Mosbie, thou, what favour hast thou had, more than a kiss at coming or departing from the town?
You wrong yourself and me to cast these doubts. Your loving husband is not jealous.
Why, gentle Mistress Alice, can I not be ill, but you'll accuse yourself? Franklin, thou hast a box of mithridate. I'll take a little to prevent the worst.
Do so, and let us presently take horse. My life for yours, you shall do well enough.
Give me a spoon, I'll eat of it myself. Would it were full of poison to the brim, then should my cares and troubles have an end. Was ever silly woman so tormented?
Be patient, sweet love, I mistrust not thee.
God will revenge it, Arden, if thou dost. For never woman loved her husband better than I do thee.
I know it, sweet Alice. Cease to complain, lest that in tears I answer thee again.
Come, leave this dallying and let us away.
Forbear to wound me with that bitter word. Arden shall go to London in my arms.
Loath am I to depart, yet I must go.
Wilt thou to London then, and leave me here? Oh, if thou love me, gentle Arden, stay. Yet, if thy business be of great import, go if thou wilt. I'll bear it as I may. But write from London to me every week, nay, every day, and stay no longer there than thou must needs, lest that I die for sorrow.
I'll write unto thee every other tide. And so farewell, sweet Alice, till we meet next.
Farewell, husband, seeing you'll have it so. And Master Franklin, seeing you take him hence, in hope you'll hasten him home, I'll give you this.
And if he stay, the fault shall not be mine. Mosbie, farewell, and see you keep your oath.
I hope he is not jealous of me now.
No, Mosbie, no, hereafter think of me as of your dearest friend, and so farewell.
I'm glad he is gone. He was about to stay. But did you mark me then, how I break off?
Aye, Alice, and it was cunningly performed. For what a villain is that painter Clarke!
Was it not a goodly poison that he gave? Why, he's as well now as he was before. It should have been some fine confection that might have given the broth some dainty taste. This powder was too gross and populous.
But had he eaten but 3 spoonfuls more, then had he died, and our love continued.
Why, so it shall, Mosbie, albeit he live.
It is impossible. For I have sworn never hereafter to solicit thee, or, whilst he lives, once more importune thee.
Thou shalt not need. I will importune thee. What, shall an oath make thee forsake my love, as if I have not sworn as much myself, and given my hand unto him in the church? Tush, Mosbie, oaths are words, and words is wind, and wind is mutable. Then I conclude 'tis childishness to stand upon an oath.
Well proved, Mistress Alice. Yet by your leave, I'll keep mine unbroken whilst he lives.
I do, and spare not. His time is but short. For if thou beest as resolute as I, we'll have him murdered as he walks the streets. In London, many alehouse ruffians keep, which, as I hear, will murder men for gold. They shall be soundly feed to pay him home.
Alice, what's he that comes yonder? Knowst thou him?
Mosbie, begone. I hope 'tis one that comes to put in practice our intended drifts.
Mistress Arden, you are well met. I am sorry that your husband is from home, when as my purpose journey was to him, yet all my labour is not spent in vain. For I suppose that you can full discourse and flat resolve me of the thing I seek.
What is it, Master Greene? If that I may, or can with safety, I will answer you.
I heard your husband hath the grant of late confirmed by letters patents from the king of all the lands of the Abbey of Faversham, generally entitled so that all former grants are cut off, whereof I myself had one, but now my interest by this is void. This is all, Mistress Arden. Is it true or no?
True, Master Greene. The lands are in his state, and whatsoever leases were before are void for term of Master Arden's life. He hath the grant under the Chancery seal.
Pardon me, Mistress Arden. I must speak, for I am touched. Your husband doth me wrong, to wring me from that little land I have. Desire of wealth is endless in his mind, and he is greedy gaping still for gain. Nor cares he, though young gentlemen do beg, so he may scape and hoard up in his pouch. But tell him this from me. I'll be revenged, and so as he shall wish the abbey lands had rested still within their former state.
Alas, poor gentleman, I pity you, and woe is me that any man should want. God knows 'tis not my fault, but wonder not though he be hard to others when to me. Master Greene, God knows how I am used.
Why, Mistress Arden? Respects he not your birth, your honourable friends, nor what you brought? Why, all of Kent knows your parentage and what you are.
Master Greene, be it spoken in secret here, I never live good day with him alone. When he's at home, then have I froward looks, hard words, and blows to mend the match withal. And though I might contend as good a man, yet doth he keep in every corner trulls. And when he's weary with his truggers at home, then rides he straight to London. There, forsooth, he revels it amongst such filthy ones as counsels him to make away his wife. Thus live I daily in continual fear, in sorrow, so despairing of redress, as every day I wish with hearty prayer that he or I were taken forth the world.
Now, trust me, Mistress Alice, it grieveth me so fair a creature should be so abused. If he live a day, he lives too long. But, frolic woman, I shall be the man, shall set you free from all this discontent. And if the child deny my interest, and will not yield my lease into my hand, I'll pay him home, whatever hap to me.
But speak you as you think.
Aye, God's my witness, for I had rather die than lose my land.
Then, Master Greene, be counselled by me. Endanger not yourself for such a churl, but hire some cutter for to cut him short. And here's £10 to wager them withal. When he is dead you shall have 20 more, and the lands whereof my husband is possessed shall be entitled as they were before.
Will you keep your promise with me?
Or count me false and perjured whilst I live.
Then here's my hand. I'll have him so dispatched. I'll up to London straight, I'll thither post, and never rest till I have compassed it. Till then, farewell.
Good fortune follow all your forward thoughts, and whosoever doth attempt the deed, a happy hand I wish. And so farewell. All this goes well. Mosbie, I long for thee to let thee know all that I have contrived.
How now, Alice? What's the news?
Such as will content thee well, sweetheart.
Well, let them pass a while, and tell me, Alice, how have you dealt and tempered with my sister? What, will she have my neighbour Clarke, or no?
What, Master Mosbie? Let him woo himself. Think you that maids look not for fair words? Go to her, Clarke. She's all alone within. Michael, my man, is clean out of her books.
I thank you, Mistress Arden, I will in. And if fair Susan and I can make agree, you shall command me to the uttermost, as far as either goods or life may stretch.
Now, Alice, let's hear thy news.
They be so good that I must laugh for joy before I can begin to tell my tale.
Well, let's hear them, that I may laugh for company.
This morning, Master Greene, Dick Greene, I mean, from whom my husband had the abbey land, came hither railing for to know the truth whether my husband had the lands by grant. I told him all, whereat he stormed amain and swore he would cry quittance with the churl, and if he did deny his interest, stab him, whatsoever did befall himself. When as I saw his choler thus to rise, I whetted on the gentleman with words. And to conclude, Mosbie, at last we grew to composition for my husband's death. I gave him £10 for to hire knaves by some device to make away the churl. When he is dead, he should have 20 more, and repossess his former lands again. On this we agreed, and he is ridden straight to London for to bring his death about.
But call you this good news?
Ay, sweetheart, be they not?
'Twere chiefful news to hear the churl were dead. But trust me, Alice, I take it passing ill you would be so forgetful of our state to make recount of it to every groom. What? To acquaint each stranger with our drifts, chiefly in case of murder? Why, 'tis the way to make it open unto Arden's self, and bring thyself and me to ruin both. Forewarned, forearmed, who threats his enemy lends him a sword to guard himself withal.
I did it for the best.
Well, seeing 'tis done, cheerly let it pass. You know this Greene. Is he not religious? A man, I guess, of great devotion?
He is.
Then, sweet Alice, let it pass. I have a drift, will quiet all, whatever is amiss.
How now, Clarke? Have you found me false? Did I not plead the matter hard for you?
You did.
And what? Will it be a match?
A match, i' faith, sir. Either day is mine. The painter lays his colours to the life. His pencil draws no shadows in his love. Susan is mine.
You make her blush.
What, sister? Is it Clarke must be the man?
It resteth in your grant. Some words are past, and haply we be grown unto a match. If you be willing that it shall be so.
Ah, Master Clarke, it resteth in my grant. You see, my sister's yet at my dispose, but, so you'll grant me one thing I shall ask, I am content my sister shall be yours.
What is it, Master Mosbie?
I do remember once in secret talk, you told me how you could compound by art a crucifix empoisoned, that whoso look upon it should wax blind, and with the scent be stifled, that ere long he should die poisoned that did view it well. I would have you make me such a crucifix, and then I'll grant my sister shall be yours.
Oh, though I am loath because it touches life, yet rather or I'll leave sweet Susan's love. I'll do it, and with all the haste I may. But for whom is it?
Leave that to us. Why, Clarke, is it possible that you should paint and draw it out yourself, the colours being baleful and empoisoned, and in no way prejudice yourself withal?
Well questioned, Alice. Clarke, how you answer that?
Oh, very easily. I'll tell you straight how I do work of these empoisoned drugs. I fasten on my spectacles so close as nothing can any way offend my sight. Then, as I put a leaf within my nose, so put I rhubarb to avoid the smell. and softly as another work I paint.
'Tis very well. But against when shall I have it?
Within this 10 days.
'Twill serve the turn. Now, Alice, let's in and see what cheer you keep. I hope now Master Arden is from home, you'll give me leave to play your husband's part.
Mosbie, you know, who's master of my heart, he may as well be master of the house.
See you them that comes yonder, Master Greene?
Aye, very well. Do you know them?
The one I know not, but he seems a knave chiefly for bearing the other company. For such a slave, so vile a rogue as he, lives not again upon the earth. Black Will is his name. I tell you, Master Greene, at Boulogne he and I were fellow soldiers, where he played such pranks as all the camp feared him for his villainy. I warrant you, he bears so bad a mind that for a crown he'll murder any man.
Fitter he is for my purpose, marry.
How now, fellow Bradshaw? Whither away so early?
Oh, Will, times are changed, no fellows now, though we were once together in the field, yet thy friend, to do thee any good I can.
Why, Bradshaw? Was not thou and I fellow soldiers at Boulogne, where I was a corporal and thou but a base mercenary groom? No fellows now, because you were a goldsmith and have a little plate in your shop. You were glad to call me fellow Will, and with a curtsy to the earth, one snatch good corporal when I stole half the ox from John
Will, those days are past with me.
Aye, but they be not past with me, for I keep that same honourable mind still. Good neighbour Bradshaw, you are too proud to be my fellow, but were it not that I see more company coming down the hill, I would be fellows with you once more and share crowns with you too. But let that pass and tell me whither you go.
To London, Will, about a piece of service wherein haply thou mayest pleasure me.
What is it?
Of late, Lord Cheiny lost some plate, which one did bring, and sold it at my shop, saying he served Sir Anthony Cook. A search was made, the plate was found with me, and I am bound to answer at the size. Now Lord Cheiny solemnly vows if law will serve him, he'll hang me for his plate. Now, I'm going to London upon hope to find the fellow. Now, Will, I know thou art acquainted with such companions.
What manner of man was he?
A lean-faced, riven knave, hawk-nosed, and very hollow-eyed, with mighty furrows in his stormy brows. Long hair down his shoulders curled. His chin was bare, but on his upper lip a mustachio, which he wound about his ear.
What apparel had he?
Watchet satin doublet, altar torn. The inner side did bear the greater show, a pair of threadbare velvet hose, seam rent, a worsted stocking rent above the shoe, a livery cloak, but all the lace was off. 'Twas bad, but yet it served to hide the plate.
Sirrah Shakebag, canst thou remember since we trolled the bowl at Sittingborough, where I broke the tapster's head of the line with a cultural stick?
Aye, very well, Will.
Why, it was with the money that the plate was sold for. Sirrah Bradshaw, what wilt thou give him that can tell thee who sold thy plate?
Who, I pray thee, good Will?
Why, 'twas one Jack Fitton. He's now in Newgate for stealing a horse and shall be arraigned the next size.
Why then let Lord Cheiny seek Jack Fitton forth, for I'll back and tell him who robbed him of his plate. This cheers my heart. Master Greene, I'll leave you, for I must to the Isle of Sheppey with speed.
Before you go, let me entreat you to carry this letter to Mistress Arden of Faversham and humbly recommend me to herself.
That will I, Master Greene, and so farewell here, Will. There's a crown for thy good news.
Farewell, Bradshaw. I'll drink no water for thy sake while this lasts. Now, gentlemen, shall we have your company to London?
Nay, stay, sirs. A little more I needs must use your help, and in a matter of great consequence, wherein, if you'll be secret and profound, I'll give you 20 angels for your pains.
How 20 angels? Give my fellow George Shakebag and me 20 angels, and if thou have thine own father slain, that thou mayst inherit his land, and we'll kill him.
Aye, thy mother, thy sister, thy brother, are all thy kin.
Well, this it is. Arden of Faversham hath highly wronged me about the Abbey land, that no revenge but death will serve the term. Will you two kill him? Here's the angel's down, and I will lay the platform of his death.
Plat me no platforms. Give me the money and I'll stab him as he stands pissing against a wall, but I'll kill him.
Where is he?
He is now at London, in Aldersgate Street.
He's dead as if he'd been condemned by an Act of Parliament, if once Black Will and I swear his death.
Here is £10, and when he is dead, ye shall have 20 more.
My fingers itches to be at the peasant. That I might be set at work thus through the year, and that murder should grow to be an occupation that a man might follow without danger of law. Soon's I warrant I should be warden of the company. Come, let us be going, and we'll bait at Rochester, where I'll give thee a gallon a sack to handle the match withal.
I have gotten such a letter as will touch the painter, and thus it is. My duty remembered, Mistress Susan, hoping in God you be in good health, as I, Michael, was at the making whereof. This is to certify you, that as the turtle true, when she hath lost her mate, sitteth alone, so I, mourning your absence, do walk up and down Paul's, till one day I fell asleep and lost my master's pantoffles. Ah, Mistress Susan, abolish that paltry painter, cut him off by the shins, with a frowning look of your crabbed countenance, and think upon Michael, who, drunk with the dregs of your favour, will cleave as fast to your love as a plaster of pitch to a galled horseback. Thus hoping you will let my passions penetrate, or rather impetrate, mercy of your meek hands, I end. Yours, Michael, or else not Michael.
Why, you paltry knave, stand you there loitering, knowing my affairs, what haste my business craves to send to Kent?
Faith, friend Michael, this is very ill, knowing your master hath no more but you, and do you slack his business for your own?
Where is the letter, Sarah? Let me see it. See, Master Franklin, here's proper stuff. Susan, my maid, the painter, and my man, a crew of harlots, all in love. Forsooth, Sarah, let me hear no more of this, nor for thy life once write to her a word. Wilt thou be married to so base a trull? 'Tis Mosbie's sister. Come I once at home, I'll rouse her from remaining in my house. Now, Master Franklin, let us go walk in Paul's. Come but a turn or two, and then away.
The first is Arden, and that's his man. The other is Franklin, Arden's dearest friend.
Sounds I'll kill 'em all three.
Nay, sirs, touch not his man in any case, but stand close, and take your fittest standing, and at his coming forth speed him. To the Nag's Head, there is this coward's haunt. But now, I'll leave you till the deed be done.
If he not be paid his own, ne'er trust Shakebag.
At his coming forth I'll run him through, and then to the Blackfriars, and there take water and away.
Why, that's the best. But see thou miss him not.
How can I miss him when I think on the 40 angels I must have more?
'Tis very late. I were best shut up my stall, for here will be old filching when the press comes forth of Paul's.
Ow! Sounds! Draw Shakebag, I'm almost killed!
We'll tame you, I warrant.
Sounds, I'm taming off already!
Some fear or mutiny is this?
'Tis nothing but some brabbling paltry fray devised to pick men's pockets in the throng.
It's nothing else. Come, Franklin, let's away.
What mends shall I have for my broken head?
Marry, this mends, that if you get you not away all the sooner, you shall be well beaten and sent to the counter.
Well, I'll be gone, but look to your signs, for I'll pull them all down! Shakebag, my broken head grieves me not so much as by this means Arden hath escaped. I had a glimpse of him and his companion.
Why, sirs, Arden's as well as I. I met him and Franklin going merrily to the ordinary. What dare you not do it?
Yes, sir, we dare do it. But were my consent to give again, we would not do it under £10 more. I value every drop of my blood at a French crown. I've had £10 to steal a dog, and we have had no more here to kill a man. But that a bargain is a bargain and so forth, you should do it yourself.
I pray thee, how came thy head broke?
Why, thou seest it is broke, dost thou not?
Standing against a stall, watching Arden's coming. A boy let down his shop window and broke his head. But forbearance is no acquittance. Another time we'll do it, I warrant thee.
I pray thee, well, make clean thy bloody brow, and let us bethink us on some other place, where Arden may be met with handsomely. Remember how devoutly thou hast sworn to kill the villain? Think upon thine oath.
Tush, I have broken 500 oaths. But wouldst thou charm me to effect this deed, tell me of gold, my resolution's fee. Say'st thou seest Mosbie kneeling at my knees, offering me service for my high attempt? And sweet Alice Arden, with a lap of crowns, comes with a lowly curtsy to the earth, saying, Take this but for thy quarterage. Such yearly tribute will I answer thee. Why, this would steal soft-mettled cowardice with which black will was never tainted yet. I tell thee, Greene, the forlorn traveller, whose lips are glued with summer's parching heat, ne'er longed so much to see a running brook as I to finish Arden's tragedy. Seest thou this gore that cleaveth to my face? From hence ne'er will I wash this bloody stain, till Arden's heart be panting in my hand.
That's well said. But what sayeth Shakebag?
I cannot paint my valour out with words, but give me place and opportunity. Such mercy as the starving lioness, when she is sucked dry of her eager young, shows to the prey that next encounters her. On Arden so much pity will I take.
So should it fare with men of firm resolve. And now, sirs, seeing that this accident of meeting him in pools hath no success, let us bethink us of some other place, whose earth may swallow up this Arden's blood. See yonder, this foolish knave's in love with Mosbie's sister, and for her sake, whose love he cannot get unless Mosbie solicit his suit, the villain hath sworn the slaughter of his master. We'll question him, for he may stead us much. How now, Michael? Whither are you going?
My master hath new supped, and I am going to prepare his chamber.
Where supped Master Arden?
At the Nag's Head, at the 18 pence ordinary. How now, Master Shakebag? What? Black Will? God's dear lady, how chance your face is so bloody?
Go to, sirrah, there is a chance in it. This sauciness will make you be knocked.
Nay, and you be offended, I'll be gone.
Stay, Michael. You may not escape us so. Michael, I know you love your master well.
Why, so I do, but wherefore urge you that?
Because I think you love your mistress better.
So think not I, but say, i' faith. What if I should?
Come to the purpose, Michael. We hear you have a pretty love in Faversham.
But why, sir, have I 2 or 3? What's that to thee?
You deal too mildly with the peasant. Thus it is. 'Tis known to us that you love Mosbie's sister. We know besides that you have ta'en your oath to further Mosbie to your mistress' bed and kill your master for his sister's sake. Now, sir, a poorer coward than yourself was never fostered in the coast of Kent. How comes it, then, that such a knave as you dare swear a matter of such consequence?
I will.
Tush, give me leave. There's no more but this. Sith thou hast sworn, we dare discover all. And hadst thou or shouldst thou utter it, we have devised a complot underhand, whatever shall betide to any of us, to send thee roundly to the devil of hell. And therefore, thus, I am the very man, marked in my birth hour by the destinies, to give an end to Arden's life on earth. Thou but a member to whet the knife whose edge must search the closet of his breast. Thy office is but to appoint the place, and train thy master to his tragedy. Mine, to perform it when occasion serves. Then be not nice, but here devise with us how and what way we may conclude his death.
So shalt thou purchase Mosbie for thy friend, and by his friendship gain his sister's love.
Well, gentlemen, I cannot but confess, sith you've urged me so, apparently, that I have vowed my master Arden's death. And he whose kindly love and liberal hand doth challenge naught but good deserts of me, I will deliver over to your hands. This night, come to his house at Aldersgate. The doors I'll leave unlocked against you come. No sooner shall you enter through the latch over the threshold to the inner court, but on your left hand shall you see the stairs that leads directly to my master's chamber. There, take him, and dispose him as ye please. Now it were good we parted company. What I have promised I will perform.
Should you deceive us, 'twould go wrong with you.
I will accomplish all I have revealed.
Come, let's go drink. Collar makes me dry as a dog.
Thus feeds the lamb securely on the down, whilst through the thicket of an arbour brake the hunger-bitten wolf prize his haunt and takes advantage for to eat him up. Ah, harmless Arden, how hast thou misdone that thus thy gentle life is levelled at? The many good turns that thou hast done to me, now must I quittance with betraying thee. I that should take the weapon in my hand and buckler thee from ill-intending foes, do lead thee with a wicked, fraudful smile, as unsuspected, to the slaughterhouse. So have I sworn to Mosbie and my mistress. So have I promised to the slaughtermen. And should I not deal currently with them, their lawless rage would take revenge on me. Tush! I will spurn at mercy for this once. Let pity lodge where feeble women lie. I am resolved, and Arden needs must die.
No, Franklin, no. If fear or stormy threats, if love of me or care of womanhood, if fear of God, or common speech of men who mangle credit with their wounding words and couch dishonour as dishonour buds might join repentance in her wanton thoughts, no question then but she would turn the leaf and sorrow for her dissolution. But she is rooted in her wickedness, perverse and stubborn, not to be reclaimed. Good counsel is to her as rain to weeds, and reprehension makes her vice to grow as Hydra's head that plenished by decay. Her faults, methinks, are painted in my face for every searching eye to overread. And Mosbie's name, a scandal unto mine, is deeply trenched in my blushing brow. Oh, Franklin, when I think on this, my heart's grief rends my other powers worse than the conflict at the hour of death.
Gentle Arden, leave this sad lament. She will amend, and so your griefs will cease. Or else she'll die, and so your sorrows end. If neither of these two do haply fall, yet let your comfort be that others bear your woes twice doubled all with patience.
My house is irksome. There I cannot rest.
Then stay with me in London, go not home.
Then that base Mosbie doth usurp my room and makes his triumph of my being thence. At home or not at home, where'er I be, here it lies. Ah, Franklin, here it lies that will not out till wretched Arden dies.
Forget your griefs a while, here comes your man.
What o'clock is't, sirrah?
Almost 10.
See how runs away the weary time. Come, Master Franklin, shall we go to bed?
I pray you go before. I'll follow you. Ah, what a hell is fretful jealousy. What pity-moving words, what deep-fetched sighs, what grievous groans and overlading woes accompanies this gentleman? Now will he shake his care-oppressed head, then fix his sad eyes on the sullen earth, ashamed to gaze upon the open world. Now will he cast his eyes up towards the heavens, looking that ways for redress of wrong. Sometimes he seeketh to beguile his grief, and tells a story with his careful tongue. Then comes his wife's dishonour in his thoughts, and in the middle cutteth off his tail, pouring fresh sorrow on his weary limbs. so woe begone, so inly charged with woe, was never any lived, and bear it so.
My master would desire you come to bed.
Ah, is he himself already in his bed?
He is, and fain would have the light away. Conflicting thoughts encamped in my breast to wake me with the echo of their strokes. My master's kindness pleads to me for life with just demand, and I must grant it him. My mistress, she hath forced me with an oath, for Susan's sake, the which I may not break, for that is nearer than a master's love. That grim-faced fellow, pitiless Black Will, and Shakebag, stern in bloody stratagem, two rougher ruffians never lived in Kent, have sworn my death if I infringe my vow. Dreadful thing to be considered of. Methinks I see them, with their bolstered hair staring and grinning in thy gentle face, and in their ruthless hands their daggers drawn, insulting thee with a peck of oaths, whilst thou, submissive, pleading for relief, art mangled by the ireful instruments. Methinks I hear the mask where Michael is, and pitiless Black Will cries, "Stab the slave! The peasant will detect the tragedy." The wrinkles in his foul, death-threatening face gapes open wide like graves to swallow men. My death, to him, is but a merriment, and he will murder me to make him sport. He comes! Master Franklin, help! Call on the neighbours or we are but dead!
What dismal outcry calls me from my rest?
What hath occasioned such a fearful cry? Speak, Michael, hath any injured thee?
Nothing, sir. But as I fell asleep upon the threshold leaning to the stairs, I had a fearful dream that troubled me. And in my slumber thought I was beset with murderer thieves that came to rifle me. My trembling joints witness my inward fear. I crave your pardons for disturbing you.
So great a cry for nothing I ne'er heard. What, are the doors fast locked and all things safe?
I cannot tell. I think I locked the doors.
I like not this, but I'll go see myself. Nay, trust me, but the doors were all unlocked. This negligence not half contenteth me. Get you to bed, and if you love my favour, let me have no more such pranks as these. Come, Master Franklin, let us go to bed.
Aye, by my faith, the air is very cold. Michael, farewell. I pray thee, dream no more.
Black night hath hit the pleasures of the day, and sheeting darkness overhangs the earth, and with the black fold of her cloudy robe obscures us from the eyesight of the world, in which sweet silence, such as we triumph. The lazy minutes linger on their time, as loath to give due audit to the hour, till in the watch our purpose be complete, and Arden sent to everlasting night. Greene, get you gone and linger hereabout. At some hour hence, come to us again, where we will give you instance of his death.
Speed to my wish, whose will so e'er says no. And so I'll leave you for an hour or two.
I tell thee, Shakebag, I would this thing were done. I'm so heavy that I can scarce go. This drowsiness in me bodes little good.
How now? Will become a precision? Nay, then let's go to sleep, when bugs and fears shall kill our courages with their fancies' work.
Why, Shakebag, thou mistakes me much, and wrongs me, too, in telling me of fear. Would not a serious thing we go about, it should be slipped till I had fought with thee, to let thee know I am no coward, I tell thee, Shakebag, thou abusest me.
Why, thy speech bewrayed an inly kind of fear, and savoured of a weak, relenting spirit. Go forward now, in that we have begun, and afterwards attempt me when thou darest.
And if I do not, heaven cut me off. But let that pass, and show me to this house, where thou shalt see I'll do as much as Shakebag.
This is the door. But soft, methinks 'tis shut. The villain Michael has deceived
Soft,
us.
let me see, Shakebag. 'Tis shut indeed. Knock with thy sword, perhaps the slave will hear.
It will not be. The white-livered peasant is gone to bed and laughs us both to scorn.
And he shall buy that merriment as dear as ever Quistrel bought so little sport. Never let this sword assist me when I need, but rust and canker after I have sworn, if I, the next time I meet the hind, lop not away his leg, his arm, or both.
And let me never draw a sword again, nor prosper in the twilight, cock-shut light, when I would fleece the wealthy passenger, but lie and languish in a loathsome den, hated and spit at by the goers by, and in that death may die unpitied, if I, the next time that I meet the slave, cut not the nose from off the coward's face and trample on it for this villainy.
Come, let's go seek out Greene. I know he'll swear.
Oh, he were a villain, and he would not swear. 'Twould make a peasant swear among his boys, that ne'er durst say before but yea and no, to be thus flouted of a coistrel.
Shakebag, let's go seek out Greene. And in the morning, at the alehouse butting Arden's house, watch the outcoming of that prick-eared cur, and then let me alone to handle him.
Sirrah, get you back to Billingsgate and learn what time the tide will serve our turn. Come to us in Paul's. First, go make the bed, and afterwards go hearken for the flood. Come, Master Franklin, you shall go with me. This night I dreamt that, being in a park, a toil was pitched to overthrow the deer, and I, upon a little rising hill, stood whistly, watching for the herd's approach. Even there, methoughts, a gentle slumber took me, and summoned all my parts to sweet repose. But, in the pleasure of this golden rest, an ill-thewed foster had removed the toil and rounded me with that beguiling home which late methought was pitched to cast the deer. With that he blew an evil-sounding horn, and at the noise another herdman came with falchion drawn, and bent it at my breast, crying aloud, "Thou art the game we seek." With this I woke and trembled every joint, like one obscured in a little bush that sees a lion foraging about, and when the dreadful forest king is gone, he pries about with timorous suspect throughout the thorny casements of the brake, and will not think his person dangerless, but quakes and shivers, though the cause be gone. So trust me, Franklin, when I did awake, I stood in doubt whether I waked or no. Such great impression took this fond surprise. God grant this vision would deem me any good.
This fantasy doth rise from Michael's fear, who being awaked with the noise he made, his troubled senses yet could take no rest. And this, I warrant you, procured your dream.
It may be so, God frame it to the best, but oftentimes my dreams presage too true.
To such as note their nightly fantasies, some 1 in 20 may incur belief, but use it not, 'tis but a mockery.
Come, Master Franklin, we'll now walk in Paul's, and dine together at the ordinary, and by my man's direction draw to the quay, and with the tide go down to Faversham. Say, Master Franklin, shall it not be so?
At your good pleasure, sir. I'll bear you company.
Draw, Shakebag, for here's that villain Michael.
Let's hear what he can say.
Speak, milksop slave, and never after speak.
For God's sake, sirs, let me excuse myself. For here I swear by heaven and earth and all, I did perform the utmost of my task, and left the doors unbolted and unlocked. But See the chance! Franklin and my master were very late conferring in the porch, and Franklin left his napkin where he sat with a certain gold knit in it, as he said. Being in bed, he did bethink himself, and coming down, he found the doors unshut. He locked the gates and brought away the keys, for which offence my master rated me. But now I am going to see what flood it is, for with the tide my master will away, where you may front him well on Rainham Down, a place well fitting such a stratagem.
Your excuse is somewhat mollified my choler. Why now, Greene, 'tis better now nor ere it was.
But Michael, is this true?
As true as I report it to be true.
Then, Michael, this shall be your penance, to feast us all at the salutation, where we will plot our purpose thoroughly.
And, Michael, you shall bear no news of this tide.
Why, I'll agree to anything you'll have me. So you will, except of my company.
Disturbed thoughts drives me from company, and dries my marrow with their watchfulness. Continual trouble with my moody brain feebles my body by excess of drink, and nips me as the bitter northeast wind doth check the tender blossoms in the spring. Well fares the man, howe'er his cates do taste, that tables not with foul suspicion. And he but pines amongst his delicates, whose troubled mind is stuffed with discontent. My golden time was when I had no gold, though then I wanted, yet I slept secure. My daily toil begat me night's repose, my night's repose made daylight fresh to me. But since I climbed the top bough of the tree, and sought to build my nest amongst the clouds, each gentle, stirry gale does shake my bed, and makes me dread my downfall to the earth. But whither doth contemplation carry me? The way I seek to find where pleasure dwells is hedged behind me that I cannot back, but needs must on, although to danger's gate. Then, Arden, perish thou by that decree! For Greene doth ear the land, and weed thee up to make my harvest nothing but pure corn. And for his pains I'll hive him up a while, and after smother him to have his wax. Such bees as Greene must never live to sting. Then is there Michael and the painter too, chief actors to Arden's overthrow, who, when they shall see me sit in Arden's seat, they will insult upon me for my meed, or fright me by detecting of his end. Oh, none of that. For I can cast a bone to make these curs pluck out each other's throats, and then am I sole ruler of mine own. Yet Mistress Arden lives. But she's myself, and holy church rites makes us two but one. But what for that? I may not trust you, Alice. You have supplanted Arden for my sake, and will extirpane me to plant another. 'Tis fearful sleeping in a serpent's bed, and I will cleanly rid my hands of her. But here she comes, and I must flatter her. How now, Alice? What, sad and passionate? Oh, make me partaker of thy pensiveness. Fire divided burns with lesser force.
But I will damn that fire in my breast, till by the force whereof my part consume. Mosbie!
Such deep Pythias, like to a cannon's burst discharged against a ruinated wall, breaks my relenting heart in 1,000 pieces. Ungentle Alice, thy sorrow is my sore. Thou know'st it well, and 'tis thy policy to forge distressful looks, to wound a breast where lies a heart that dies when thou art sad. It is not love that loves to anger love.
It is not love that loves to murder love.
I means do that.
Thou knowest how dearly Arden loved me.
And then?
And then conceal the rest, for 'tis too bad, lest that my words be carried with the wind and published in the world to both our shames. I pray thee, Mosbie, let our springtime wither. Our harvest else will yield but loathsome weeds. Forget, I pray thee, what hath passed betwixt us, for how I blush and tremble at the thought.
What? Are you changed?
Ay, to my former happy life again, from title of an odious strumpet's name to honest Arden's wife. Not Arden's honest wife. Mosbie, 'tis thou hast rifled me of that, and made me slanderous to all my kin. Even in my forehead is thy name engraven. A mean artificer, that low-born name. I was bewitched. Woe worth the hapless hour and all the causes that enchanted me.
Nay, if you ban, let me breathe curses forth. And if you stand so nicely at your fame, let me reprint the credit I have lost. I have neglected matters of import that would have stated me above thy state, forslowed advantages and spurned at time. Aye, fortune's right hand Mosbie hath forsook to take a wanton gidlet by the left. I left the marriage of an honest maid, whose dowry would have weighed down all thy wealth, whose beauty and demeanour far exceeded thee. This certain good I lost for changing bad, and wrapped my credit in thy company. I was bewitched. That is no theme of thine, and thou, unhallowed, hast enchanted me. But I will break thy spells and exorcisms and put another sight upon these eyes that showed my heart a raven for a dove. Thou art not fair. I viewed thee not till now. Thou art not kind. Till now I knew thee not, and now the rain hath beaten off thy guilt. Thy worthless copper shows thee counterfeit. It grieves me not to see how foul thou art, but mads me that ever I thought thee fair. Go, get thee gone. A cope's mate for thy hinds. I am too good to be thy favourite.
Ay, now I see, and too soon find it true, which often hath been told me by my friends, that Mosbie loves me not, but for my wealth, which, too incredulous, I ne'er believed. Nay, hear me speak, Mosbie, a word or two. I'll bite my tongue if I speak bitterly. Look on me, Mosbie, or I'll kill myself. Nothing shall hide me from thy stormy looks. If thou cry war, there is no peace for me. I will do penance for offending thee, and burn this prayer book, where I here use the holy word that hath converted me. See, Mosbie, I will tear away the leaves, and all the leaves, and in this golden cover shall thy sweet phrases and thy letters dwell, and thereon will I chiefly meditate, and hold no other sect but such devotion. Wilt thou not look? Is all thy love o'erwhelmed? Wilt thou not hear? What malice stops thine ears? Why speak'st thou not? What silence ties thy tongue? Thou hast been sighted as the eagle is, and heard as quickly as the fearful hare, and spoke as smoothly as an orator when I have bid thee hear or see or speak. And art thou sensible in none of these? weigh all thy good turns with this little fault, and I deserve not Mosbie's muddy looks. A fence of trouble is not thickened still. Be clear again. I'll ne'er more trouble thee.
Oh no. I am a base artificer. My wings are feathered for a lowly flight. Mosbie? Fine, no, not for £1,000. Make love to you? Why, it is unpardonable. We beggars must not breathe where gentles are.
Sweet Mosbie is as gentle as a king, and I too blind to judge him otherwise. Flowers do sometimes spring in fallow lands, weeds in gardens, roses grow on thorns, so whatsoe'er my Mosbie's father was, himself is valued gentle by his worth.
How you women can insinuate and clear a trespass with your sweet-set tongue. I will forget this quarrel, gentle Alice, provided I'll be tempted so no more.
Then, with thy lips, seal up this new-made match.
But soft, Alice, here comes somebody.
Oh, now, Bradshaw, what's the news with you?
I have little news, but here's a letter that Master Greene importuned me to give you.
Go in, Bradshaw. Call for a cup of beer. 'Tis almost supper time. Thou shalt stay with us. We have missed of our purpose at London, but shall perform it by the way. We thank our neighbour Bradshaw, yours Richard Greene. How likes my love the tenor of this letter?
Oh, well! Where is date completed and expired?
Would it were! Then comes my happy hour. Till then, my bliss is mixed with bitter gall. Come, let us in to shun suspicion.
Aye, to the gates of death to follow thee.
Come, Will, see thy tools be in a readiness. Is not thy powder dank, or will thy flint strike fire?
Then ask me if my nose be on my face or whether my tongue be frozen in my mouth. Zoons is a coil. You had best swear on me the interrogatories of how many pistols I have took in hand, or whether I love the smell of gunpowder, or dare abide the noise a dag will make, or will not wink at a flashing of the fire. I pray thee, Shakebag, let this answer thee, that I have took more purses in this down than ere thou handlest pistols in thy life.
Aye, haply thou has picked more in a throng. But should I brag what booties I have took, I think the overplus that's more than thine would mount to an even greater sum of money than either thou or all thy kin are worth. Zounds, I hate them as I hate a toad that carry a moscado in their tongue and scarce a hunting weapon in their hand.
Oh, Greene, intolerable! It is not for mine honour to bear this wise Shakebag. I did serve the king alone, and thou canst brag of nothing thou hast done.
Why, so can Jack of Faversham, that sounded for a fillip on the nose, when he that gave it him hallooed in his ear, and he supposed a cannon bullet hit him.
I pray you, sirs, list to Aesop's talk. Whilst two stout dogs were striving for a bone, there comes a cur and stole it from them both. So, while you stand striving on these terms of manhood, Arden escapes us and deceives us all.
Why, he begun.
And thou shalt find I'll end. I do but slip it until better time, but if I do forget...
Well, take your fittest standings, and once more lime well your twigs to catch this wary bird. I'll leave you, and at your dag's discharge make towards like the longing water dog that coucheth till the fowling piece be off. Then seizeth on the prey with eager mood. Ah, Might I see him stretching forth his limbs, as I have seen them beat their wings ere now?
Why, that thou shalt see, if he come this way.
Yes, that he doth, Shakebag, I warrant thee. But brawl not when I am gone in any case. But, sirs, be sure to speed him when he comes, and in that hope I'll leave you for an hour.
'Twere best that I went back to Rochester. The horse halts downright. It were not good he travelled in such pain to Faversham. Removing of a shoe may haply help it.
We'll get you back to Rochester, but sirrah, see ye take us ere we come to Rainham Down, for 'twill be very late ere we get home.
Aye, God he knows, and so doth Will and Shakebag, that thou shalt never go further than that down. And therefore have I pricked the horse on purpose, because I would not view the massacre.
Come, Master Franklin, onwards with your tale.
I do assure you, sir, you task me much. A heavy blood is gathered at my heart, and on the sudden is my wind so short as hindereth the passage of my speech. So fierce a qualm yet ne'er assailed me.
Come, Master Franklin, let us go on softly. The annoyance of the dust, or else some meat you ate at dinner cannot brook with you. I have been often so, and soon amended.
Do you remember where my tale did leave?
Aye, where the gentleman did check his wife.
She, being reprehended for the fact, witness produced that took her with the deed, her glove brought in, which there she left behind, and many other assured arguments, her husband asked her whether it were not so.
Her answer, then. I wonder how she looked, having forsworn it with such vehement oaths, and at the instant so approved upon her.
First did she cast her eyes down to the earth, watching the drops that fell amain from thence. Then softly draws she forth her handkerchief, and modestly she wipes her tear-stained face. Then hemmed she out to clear her voice should seem, and with a majesty addressed herself to encounter all their accusation. Pardon me, Master Arden, I can no more. This fighting at my heart makes short my wind.
Come, we are almost now at Rainham Down. Your pretty tale beguiles the weary way. I would you were in state to tell it out.
Stand close, Will. I hear them coming.
Stand to it, Shakebag, and be resolute.
It is so near night as it seems, or will this black-faced evening have a shower? What? Master Arden, you are well met. I have long this fortnight's day to speak with you. You are a stranger man in the Isle of Sheppey.
Your honour's always bound to do you service.
Come you from London, and ne'er a man with you?
My man's coming after, but here's my honest friend that came along with me.
My Lord Protector's man, I take you to be.
Ay, my good lord, and highly bound to you.
You and your friend, come home and sup with me.
I beseech your honour, pardon me, I have made a promise to a gentleman, my honest friend, to meet him at my house. The occasion is great, or else I would wait on you.
Will you come tomorrow and dine with me and bring your honest friend along with you? I have divers matters to talk with you about.
Tomorrow we'll wait upon your honour.
One of you, stay my horse at the top of the hill. What? Black Will? For whose purse wait you? Thou wilt be hanged in Kent when all is done.
Not hanged, God save your honour. I am your beadsman, bound to pray for you.
I think thou ne'er saidst prayer in all thy life. One of you give him a crown, and Sarah, leave this kind of life. If thou be'st tainted for a penny matter and come in question, surely thou wilt trust. Come, Master Arden, let us be going. Your way and mine lies 4 miles together.
The devil break all your necks at 4 miles end! Soons, I could kill myself for very anger. His lordship chops me in, even when my dag was levelled at his heart. I would his crown were molten in his throat.
Arden, thou hast wondrous holy luck. Did ever man escape as thou hast done? Well, I'll discharge my pistol at the sky, for by this bullet Arden might not die.
What, is he down? Is he dispatched?
Aye, in health towards Faversham, to shame us
The
all.
devil he is! Why, sirs, how escaped him?
When we were ready to shoot, comes my Lord Cheiny to prevent his death.
Lord heaven hath preserved him.
Preserved the fig! The Lord Cheiny hath preserved him, and bids him to a feast at his house at Shawlow. But, by the way, once more I'll meet with him, and if all the Cheynys in the world say no, I'll have a bullet in his breast tomorrow. Therefore come, Greene, and let us to Faversham.
Aye, and excuse ourselves to Mistress Arden. Oh, how she'll chafe when she hears of this.
Why, I warrant you, she'll think we dare not do it.
Why then let us go and tell her all the matter and plot the news to cut him off tomorrow.
See how the hours, the garden of heaven's gate, have by their toil removed the darksome clouds, that Sol may well discern the trampled pace wherein he wont to guide his golden car. The season fits. Come, Franklin, let's away.
I thought you did pretend some special hunt that made you thus cut short the time of rest.
It was no chase that made me rise so early, but, as I told thee yesternight, to go to the Isle of Sheppey, there to die with my Lord Cheiny, for so his honour late commanded me.
Aye, such kind husbands seldom want excuses. Home is a wild cat to a wandering wit. The time hath been, would God it were not past, that honour's title nor a lord's command could once have drawn you from these arms of mine. But my deserts, or your desires, decay, or both. Yet if true love may seem desert, I merit still to have thy company.
Why, I pray you, sir, let her go along with us. I am sure his honour will welcome her, and us the more for bringing her along.
Content. Sirrah, saddle your mistress, nag.
No, begged favour merits little thanks. If I should go, our house would run away, or else be stolen. Therefore, I'll stay behind.
Nay, see how mistaking you are. I pray thee, go.
No. No. Not now.
Then let me leave thee satisfied in this, that time nor place nor persons alter me, but that I hold thee dearer than my life.
That will be seen by your quick return.
And that shall be ere night, and if I live. Farewell, sweet Alice. We mind to sup with thee.
Come, Michael, are our horses ready?
Aye, your horse are ready. But I am not ready, for I have lost my purse, with 36 shillings in it, with taking up of my master's nag.
Why, I pray you let us go before, while he stays behind to seek his purse.
Go to, sirrah. See, you follow us to the Isle of Sheppey to my Lord Cheyney's, where we mean to dine.
So fair weather after you. For before you lies Black Will and Shakebag in the broom close. Too close for you. They'll be your ferryman to your long home. And who is this? The painter, my co-rival, that would needs win Mistress Susan.
How now, Michael? How doth my mistress and all at home?
Who? Susan Mosbie. She's your mistress too?
Aye, how doth she and all the rest?
All's well, but Susan, she is sick.
Sick? Of what disease?
Of a great fear.
A fear of what?
A great fever.
A fever, God forbid!
Yes, faith. And of a lurden too, as big as yourself.
Oh, Michael, the spleen prickles you. Go to, you carry an eye over Mistress Susan.
If faith, to keep her from the painter.
Why, more from a painter than from a serving creature like yourself.
Because you painters make but a painting table of a pretty wench, and spoil her beauty with blotting.
What mean you by that?
Why, that you painters paint lambs in the lining of wenches' petticoats, and we serving men put horns to them to make them become sheep.
Such another word will cost you a cuff or a knock.
What, with a dagger made of a pencil? Faith, 'tis too weak, and therefore thou too weak to win Susan.
Would Susan's love lay upon this stroke?
I'll lay my life this is for Susan's love. Stayed you behind your master to this end? Have you no other time to brabble in? But Now, when serious matters are in hand. Say, Clarke, hast thou done the thing thou promised?
Aye, here it is. The very touch is death.
Then this, I hope, if all the rest do fail, will catch Master Arden, and make him wise in death that lived a fool. Why should he thrust his sickle in our corn? Or what hath he to do with thee, my love? Or govern me that am to rule myself? Forsooth, for credit's sake, I must leave thee. Nay, he must leave to live, that we may love. May live, may love, for what is life but love? And love shall last as long as life remains, and life shall end before my love depart.
Why, what is love without true constancy? Like to a pillar built of many stones, yet neither with good mortar well compact, nor with cement to fasten it in the joints, but that it shakes with every blast of wind, and, being touched, straight falls into the earth, and buries all his haughty pride in dust. No, let our love be rocks of adamant, which time nor place nor tempest can asunder.
Mosbie, leave these protestations now, and let us bethink us what we have to do. Black Will and Shakebag I have placed in the broom, close watching Arden's coming. Let's to them, and see what they have done.
Oh, Ferryman, where art thou?
Here, here. Go before to the boat, and I will follow you.
We have great haste, I pray thee come away.
Fie, what a mist is here.
This mist, my friend, is mystical, like to a good companion's smoky brain that was half drowned with new ale overnight.
'Twere pity but his skull were open to make more chimney room.
Friend, what's thy opinion of this mist?
I think 'tis like to a cursed wife in a little house, that never leaves her husband till she have driven him out of doors with a wet pair of eyes. Then looks he as if his house were afire, or some of his friends dead.
Speak'st thou this of thine own experience?
Perhaps I, perhaps no. For my wife is as other women are, that is to say, governed by the moon.
By the moon? How, I pray thee?
Nay, thereby lays a bargain, and you shall not have it fresh and fasting.
Yes, I pray thee, good Ferryman.
Then for this once, let it be midsummer moon, but yet my wife has another moon.
Another moon?
Aye, and it hath influences and eclipses.
Why, then by this reckoning you sometimes play the man in the moon.
Aye, but you had best not to meddle with that moon, lest I scratch you by the face with my bramble bush.
I'm almost stifled with this fog. Come, let's away.
And, Sirrah, as we go, let us have some more of your bold yeomanry.
Nay, by my troth, sir, but flat knavery.
Oh? Will? Where art thou?
Here, Shakebag, almost in hell's mouth where I cannot see my way for smoke.
I pray thee, speak still that we may meet by the sound. For I shall fall into some ditch or other, unless my feet see better than my eyes.
Didst thou ever see better weather to run away with another man's wife, or play with a wench at Potfinger?
No, this were a fine world for chandlers, if this weather would last, for then a man would never dine nor sup without candlelight. But Sirrah Will, what horses are those that passed?
Why didst thou hear any?
Aye, that I did.
My life for thine, 'twas Arden and his companion, and then all our labours lost.
Nay, say not so, for if it be they may haply lose their way as we have done, and then we may chance meet with them.
Come, let us go on like a couple of blind pilgrims.
Help! Will, help! I am almost drowned!
help.
'Twas none here, 'twas thou thyself.
I came to help him that called for help. What? How now? Who is this that's in the ditch? You are well enough served to go without a guide, such weather as this.
Sirrah, what companies have passed your ferry this morning?
None but a couple of gentlemen that went to dine at my Lord Cheyney's.
Shakebag, did I not tell thee as much?
Why, sir, will you have any letters carried to them?
No, sir, get you gone.
Did you ever see such a mist as this?
No, nor such a fool as will rather be hocked than get his way.
Why, sir, this is no Hock Monday. You are deceived. What's his name, I pray you, sir?
His name is Black Will.
I hope to one day see him hanged upon a hill.
See how the sun hath cleared the foggy mist. Now that we have missed the mark of our intent.
Black Will and Shakebag, what make you here? What? Is the deed done? Is Arden dead?
What could a blinded man perform in arms? Saw you not how till now the sky was dark, that neither horse nor man could be discerned? Yet we did hear their horses as they passed.
Have they escaped you then and passed the ferry?
Aye, for a while. But here we two will stay, and at their coming back, meet with them once more. Zounds! I was never so toiled in all my life in following so slight a task as this.
How camest thou so bewrayed?
With making false footing in the dark, he needs would follow them without a guide.
Here's to pay for a fire and good cheer. Get you to Faversham, to the Flower de Luce, and rest yourselves until some other time.
Let me alone. It most concerns my state.
Aye, Mistress Arden, this will serve the term in case we fall into a second fog.
These knaves will never do it! Let us give it over!
First, tell me how you like my new device. Soon, when my husband is returning back, you and I both, marching arm in arm like loving friends, will meet him on the way and boldly beard and brave him to his teeth. When words grow hot and blows begin to rise, I'll call those cutters forth your tenements, who, in a manner to take up the fray, shall wound my husband Hornsby to the death.
A fine device. Why, this deserves a kiss.
Faith, Dick Reed, it is to little end. His conscience is too liberal, and he too niggardly to part from anything may do thee good.
He is coming from Shorlow, as I understand. Here I'll intercept him, for at his house he'll never will vouchsafe to speak with me. If prayers and fair entreaties will not serve, or make no battery in his flinty breast, I'll curse the carl, and see what that will do. See where he comes to further my intent. Master Arden, I'm now bound to the sea. My coming to you was about the plot of ground which wrongfully you detained from me. Although the rent of it be very small, yet it will help my wife and children, which here I leave in Faversham, God knows needy and bare. For Christ's sake, let them have it.
Franklin, hearest thou this fellow speak? That which he craves I dearly brought of him, although the rent of it was ever mine. Sirrah, you that ask these questions, if with thy clamorous impeaching tongue thou rail on me, as I have heard thou dost, I'll lay thee up so close at 12 months' day as thou shalt neither see the sun nor moon. Look to it, for as surely as I live I'll banish pity if thou use me thus.
What? Wilt thou do me wrong, and threat me too? Nay then, I'll tempt thee, Arden. Do thy worst. God, I beseech thee, show some miracle on thee or thine in plaguing thee for this. That plot of ground which thou detainest from me, I speak it in agony of spirit, be ruinous and fatal unto thee. Either there be butchered by thy dearest friends, or else be brought for men to wonder at, or thou or thine miscarry in that place, or there run mad and end thy cursed days.
Fie, bitter knave, bridle thine envious tongue, for curses are like arrows shot upright, which falling down light on the shooter's head.
Light where they will. were I upon the sea, as oft I have in many a bitter storm, and saw a dreadful southern flaw at hand, the pilot quaking at the doubtful storm, and all the sailors praying on their knees, even in that fearful time would I fall down and ask of God, whate'er betide of me, vengeance on Arden, or some misevent to show the world what wrong the carle hath done. This charge I'll leave with my distressful wife. My children shall be taught such prayers as these, and thus I go, but leave my curse with thee.
It is the railingest knave in Christendom. And oftentimes the villain will be mad. It greatly matters not what he says, but I assure you I ne'er did him wrong.
I think so, Master Arden.
Now that our horses are gone home before, my wife may haply meet me on the way, for God knows she is grown passing kind of late, and greatly changed from the old humour of her wonted frowardness, and seeks by fair means to redeem old faults.
Happy the change that alters for the best. But see, in any case, you make no speech of the cheer we had at my Lord Cheiny's, although most bounteous and liberal, for that will make her think herself more wronged in that we did not carry her along, for sure she grieved that she was left behind.
Come, Franklin, let us strain to mend our pace and take her unawares playing the cook, for I believe she'll strive to mend our cheer.
Why, there's no better creatures in the world than women are when they are in good humours.
Who's that? Mosbie. What, so familiar? Incurious strumpet! And thou ribald knave, untwine those arms.
Aye, with a sugared kiss let them untwine.
Ah, Mosbie, perjured beast, bear this and all.
And yet no honoured beast.
The horns are thine!
Oh, monstrous! Nay, then it is time to draw!
Help! Help! They murder my husband! Zounds, who injures Master Mosbie?
Ah! Help! Well, I am hurt!
I may thank you, Mistress Arden, for this wound.
Arden! What folly blinded thee? Ah, jealous, hair-brained man, what hast thou done? When we to welcome thee with intended sport came lovingly to meet thee on the way, thou drewest thy sword, enraged with jealousy, and hurt thy friend, whose thoughts were free from harm, all for a worthless kiss, and joining arms, both done but merrily to try thy patience, and me unhappy that devised the jest which, though begun in sport, yet ends in blood.
Marry, God defend me from such a jest.
Couldst thou not see us friendly smile on thee when we joined arms, and when I kissed his cheek? Hast thou not lately found me overkind? Didst thou not hear me cry, they murder thee? Called I not help to set my husband free? No, ears and all were witched. Ah, me accursed, to link in liking with a frantic man. Henceforth I'll be thy slave, no more thy wife. For with that name I never shall content thee. If I be merry, thou straightways think'st me light. If sad, thou sayest, the sullens trouble me. If well attired, thou think'st I will be gadding. If homely, I seem sluttish in thine eye. Thus am I still, and shall be while I die. Poor wench, abused by thy misgovernment.
But is it for truth that neither thou nor he intendest malice in your misdemeanour?
The heavens can witness of our harmless thoughts.
Then pardon me, sweet Alice, and forgive this fault. Forget but this, and never see the like. Impose me penance, and I will perform it, for in thy discontent I find a death tormenting more than death itself.
Nay, hadst thou loved me, as thou dost pretend, thou wouldst have marked the speeches of thy friend, who, going wounded from the place, he said his skin was pierced
had sorrow taint thee for this fault, thou wouldst have followed him, and seen him dressed, and cried him mercy, whom thou hast misdone. Ne'er shall my heart be eased till this be done.
Content thee, sweet Alice, thou shalt have thy will, whate'er it be. For that I injured thee and wronged my friend, shame scourgeth my offence. Come thou thyself and go along with us, and be a mediator twixt us two.
Why, Master Arden, know you what you do? Will you follow him that hath dishonoured you?
Canst thou prove I have been disloyal?
Why, Mosbie taunts your husband with the horns.
Aye, after he had reviled him by the injurious name of perjured beast. He knew no wrong could spite a jealous man more than the hateful naming of the horn.
Suppose 'tis true, yet is it dangerous to follow him whom he hath lately hurt.
A fault confessed is more than half amends. But men of such ill spirit as yourself work crosses and debates twixt man and wife.
I pray thee, gentle Franklin, hold thy peace. I know my wife counsels me for the best. I'll seek out Mosbie where his wound is dressed, and salve this hapless quarrel if I may.
He whom the devil drives must go, perforce. Poor gentleman, how soon he is bewitched. And yet, because his wife is the instrument, his friends must not be lavish in their speech.
Sir Greene, when was I so long in killing a man?
I think we shall never do it. Let us give it over.
Nay, zoons, we'll kill him, though we be hanged at his door for our labour.
Thou knowest, Greene, that I've lived in London this 12 years, where I've made some go on wooden legs for taking the wool on me, divers with silver noses for saying, there goes Black Will. I've cracked as many blades as thou hast nuts.
Oh, monstrous lie!
Faith, in a manner I have. The bawdy houses have paid me tribute. There durst not a horse set up unless she have agreed with me first for opening her shop windows. For a crossword to a tapster, I've pierced one barrel after another with my dagger, and held him by the ears till all his beer hath run out. In Thames Street, a brewer's cart was like to have run over me. I made no more ado, but went to the Clarke and cut all the notches of his tallies and beat them about his head. And I and my company have taken the constable from his watch and carried him about the fields on a cold staff. I have broken a sergeant's head with his own mace, and bailed my list with my sword and buckler. All the tenpenny alehouses men would stand every morning with a quart pot in their hands, saying, will it please your worship to drink? He that had not done so had been sure to have his sign pulled down and his lasses borne away the next night. To conclude, what have I not done? And yet cannot do this? Doubtless he is preserved by a miracle.
Swill, here comes Mistress Arden.
Gentle Michael, art thou sure they're friends?
Why, I saw them when they both shook hands when Mosbie bled. He even wept for sorrow, and railed on Franklin that was cause of all. No sooner came the surgeon in at doors, but my master took to his purse and gave him money, and, to conclude, sent me to bring you word that Mosbie, Franklin, Bradshaw, Adam Fowle, with divers of his neighbours and his friends, will come and sup with you at our house this night.
Oh, gentle Michael, run thou back again, and when my husband walks into the fair, bid Mosbie steal from him and come to me. And this night shall thou and Susan be made sure.
I'll go tell him.
And as thou goest, tell John Cook of our guests, and bid him lay it on, spare for no cost.
Nay, and there be such cheer, we will bid ourselves. Mistress Arden, Dick Greene and I do mean to sup with you.
And welcome shall you be. Ah, gentlemen, how missed you of your purpose yesternight.
As long as Shakebag, that unlucky villain.
Thou dost me wrong. I did as much as Annie.
Nay then, Mistress Arden, I'll tell you how it was. When he should have locked with both his hilts, he, in a bravery, flourished o'er his head. With that comes Franklin at him lustily and hurts the slave. With that he slinks away. Now, his way had been to come hand and feet, 1 and 2 round at his costed. He, like a fool, bears his sword point half a yard out of danger. Here I lie for my life. If the devil come, and he had no more strength than I have fence, he shall never beat me from this ward. I'll stand to it. A buckler in a skilful hand is as good as a castle. Nay, 'tis better than a sconce, for I have tried it. Mosbie, perceiving this, began to faint. With that comes Arden at his arming sword, and thrust him through the shoulder in a trice.
Ay, but I wonder why you both stood still.
Faith, I was so amazed I could not strike.
Sirs, had he yesternight been slain, for every drop of his detested blood, I would have crammed in angels in thy fist, and kissed thee too, and hugged thee in my arms.
Patient yourself. We cannot help it now. Greene and we two will dog him through the fair and stab him in the crowd and steal away.
It is impossible, but here comes he that will, I hope, invent some surer means. Sweet Mosbie, hide thy arm, it kills my heart.
Aye, Mistress Arden, this is your favour.
Ah, say not so, for when I saw thee hurt, I could have took the weapon thou lett'st fall, and run at Arden, for I have sworn that these, mine eyes, offended with his sight, shall never close till Arden's be shut up. This night I rose and walked about the chamber, and twice or thrice I thought to have murdered him.
What, in the night? Then had we been undone.
Why, how long shall he live?
Faith, Alice, no longer than this night. Black Will and Shakebag, will you two perform the complot I have laid?
Aye, or else think me a villain.
And rather than you shall want, I'll help myself.
You, Master Greene, shall single Franklin forth and hold him with a long tale of strange news, that he may not come home till supper time. I'll fetch Master Arden home, and we, like friends, will play a game or two at tables here.
But what of all this? How shall he be slain?
Why, Black Will and Shakebag, locked within the counting house, shall let a certain watchword given rush forth.
What shall the watchword be?
Now I take you. That shall be the word. But come not forth before in any case.
I warrant you. But who shall lock me in?
That will I do. Thou must keep the keys thyself.
Come, Master Greene, you go along with me. See all things ready, Alice, against we come.
Take no care for that. Send you him home, and if he e'er go forth again, blame me. Come, Black Will, that in mine eyes art fair. Next unto Mosbie do I honour thee. Instead of fair words and large promises, my hands shall play you golden harmony. How like you this? Say, will you do it, sirs?
Aye, and that bravely too. Mark my device. Place Mosbie, being a stranger, in a chair, and let your husband sit upon a stool, that I may come behind him cunningly, and with a towel pull him to the ground, then stab him till his flesh be as a sieve. That done, bear him behind the abbey, that those that find him murdered may suppose some slave or other killed him for his gold.
A fine device. You shall have £20, and when he is dead, you shall have 40 more. And, lest you might be suspected staying here, Michael shall saddle you 2 lusty geldings. Ride whither you will, to Scotland, or to Wales. I'll see you shall not lack where'er you be.
Such words would make one kill 1,000 men. Give me the key. Which is the counting house?
Here would I stay and still encourage you, but that I know how resolute you are.
Tush, you are too faint-hearted. We must do it.
But Mosbie will be there, whose very looks will add unwonted courage to my thought and make me the first that shall adventure on him.
Tush, get you gone, 'tis we must do the deed. When this door opens next, look for his death.
Oh, would he now were here, that it might open! I shall no more be closed in Arden's arms, that like the snakes of black Tisiphone sting me with their embracings. Mosbie's arms shall compass me. And were I made a star, I would have none other spheres but those. There is no nectar but in Mosbie's lips. Had chaste Diana kissed him, she, like me, would grow lovesick, and from her watery bower fling down Endymion, and snatch him up. Then blame not me, that slay a silly man, not half so lovely as Endymion.
Mistress, my master is coming hard by.
Who comes with him?
Nobody but Mosbie.
That's well. Michael, fetch in the tables, and when thou hast done, stand before the counting-house door.
Why so?
Black Will is locked within to do the deed.
What? Shall he die tonight?
Aye, Michael.
But shall not Susan know it?
Yes, for she'll be as secret as ourselves.
That's brave. I'll go fetch the tables.
But, Michael, hark to me a word or two. When my husband is come in, lock the street door. He shall be murdered ere the guests come in. Husband, what mean you to bring Mosbie home? Although I wished you to be reconciled, 'twas more for fear of you than love of him. Black Will and Greene are his companions, and they are cutters, and may cut you short. Therefore I thought it good to make you friends. But wherefore do you bring him hither now? You have given me my supper with his sight.
Master Arden, methinks your wife would have me gone.
No, good Master Mosbie, women will be prating. Alice, bid him welcome. He and I are friends.
You may enforce me to it if you will, but I had rather die than bid him welcome. His company hath purchased me ill friends, and therefore will I ne'er frequent it more.
Oh, how cunningly can she dissemble.
Now he is here, you will not serve me so.
I pray you, be not angry or displeased. I'll bid him welcome, seeing you'll have it so. You are welcome, Master Mosbie. Will you sit down?
I know I am welcome to your loving husband, but for yourself you speak not from your heart.
And if I do not, sir, think I have cause.
Pardon me, Master Arden, I'll away.
No, good Master Mosbie.
We shall have guests enough, though you go hence.
I pray you, Master Arden, let me go.
I pray thee, Mosbie, let her prater fill.
The doors are open, sir. You may be gone.
No, that's a lie, for I've locked the doors.
Sirrah, fetch me a cup of wine. I'll make them friends. And gentle Mistress Alice, seeing you are so stout, you shall begin. Frown not, I'll have it so.
I pray you meddle with that you have to do.
Why, Alice, how can I do too much for him whose life I have endangered without cause?
'Tis true, and seeing 'twas partly through my means, I am content to drink to him for this once. Here, Master Mosbie, and I pray you, henceforth be you as strange to me as I to you. Your company hath purchased me ill friends, and I for you, God knows, have undeserved been ill spoken of in every place. Therefore, henceforth frequent my house no more.
I'll see your husband in despite of you. Yet, Arden, I protest to thee by heaven, thou ne'er shalt see me more after this night. I'll go to Rome rather than be forsworn.
Tush, I'll have no such vows made in my house.
Yes, I pray you, husband, let him swear. And on that condition, Mosbie, pledge me here.
Aye, as willingly as I mean to live.
Come, Alice, is our supper ready yet?
It will by then you have played a game of tables.
Come, Master Mosbie, what shall we play for?
3 games for a French crown, sir, and please you.
Content?
Can he not take him yet? What spite is that?
Not yet, Will. Take heed he see thee not.
A fairy will spy me as I'm coming.
To prevent that, creep betwixt my legs.
1 ace, or else I lose the game.
Marry, sir, there's 2 for failing.
Ah, Master Arden. Now I can take you.
Mosbie, Michael! Alice, what will you do?
Nothing but take you up, sir. Nothing else. There's for the pressing iron you told me of!
There's for the £10 in my sleeve.
What? Groans thou? Nay, then give me the weapon. Take this for hindering Mosbie's love and mine.
Oh! Mistress!
That villain will betray us all. Just fear him not, he will be secret.
Why dost thou think I will betray myself?
In Suddock dwells a bonny northern lass, the widow Chambly. I'll to her house now, and if she will not give me harbour, I'll make booty of the Queen even to her smock.
Shift for yourselves. We two will leave you now.
First, lay the body in the counting house.
We have our gold. Mistress Alice, adieu. Mosbie, farewell. And Michael, farewell too.
Mistress, the guests are at the doors. Hearken, they knock. What, shall I let them in?
Mosbie, go thou and bear them company. And Susan, fetch water and wash away this blood.
The blood cleaveth to the ground and will not out.
But with my nails I'll scrape away the blood. The more I strive, the more the blood appears.
What's the reason, mistress? Can you tell?
Because I blush not at my husband's death.
Oh no, what's the matter? Is all well?
Aye, well, if Arden were alive again. In vain we strive, for here his blood remains.
Why, strew rushes on it, can you not? This wench does nothing. Fall unto the work!
It was thou that made me murder him.
What of that?
Nay, nothing must be, so it be not known.
Keep thou it close, and 'tis impossible.
But I cannot. Was he not slain by me? My husband's death torments me at the heart.
It shall not long torment thee, gentle Iris. I am thy husband, think no more of him.
How now, Mistress Arden? What ail you weep?
Because our husband is abroad so late. A couple of ruffians threatened him yesternight, and she, poor soul, is afraid he should be hurt.
It's nothing else. Tush, he'll be here anon.
Now, Mistress Arden, lack you any guess?
Master Greene, did you see my husband lately?
I saw him walking behind the abbey even now.
I do not like this being out so late. Master Franklin, where did you leave my husband?
Believe me, I saw him not since morning. Fear you not, he'll come anon. Meantime, you may do well to bid his guests sit down.
Aye, so they shall. Master Bradshaw, sit you there. I pray you be content, I'll have my will. Master Mosbie, sit you in my husband's seat.
Susan, shall thou and I wait on them, or, and thou say'st the word, let us sit down too?
Peace. We have other matters now in hand. I fear me, Michael, all will be bewrayed.
Tush, so it be known that I shall marry thee in the morning, I care not though I be hanged ere night. But, to prevent the worst, I'll buy some ratsbane.
Why, Michael? Wilt thou poison thyself?
No, but my mistress, for I fear she'll tell.
Tush, Michael, fear not her, for she's wise enough.
Sir Michael, give us a cup of beer. Mistress Arden? Here's to your husband.
My husband.
What ails you, woman, to cry so suddenly?
Neighbours, a sudden qualm came o'er my heart. My husband being forth torments my mind. I know something's amiss. He is not well, or else I should have heard of him ere now.
She will undo us through her foolishness.
Fear not, Mistress Arden. He's well enough.
Tell not me, I know he is not well. He was not wont for to stay thus late. Good, Master Franklin, go you and seek him forth, and if you find him, send him home to me, and tell him what a fear he hath put me in.
I like not this. I pray God all be well. I'll seek him out and find him, if I can.
Michael, how shall I do to rid the rest away?
Leave that to my charge. Let me alone. 'Tis very late, Master Bradshaw, and there are many false knaves abroad, and you have many narrow lanes to pass.
Faith, friend Michael, and thou sayest true. Therefore I pray thee lights forth and lends a link.
Michael, bring them to the doors, but do not stay. You know I do not love to be alone. Go, Susan, and bid thy brother come. Wherefore should he come? Here is naught but fear. Stay, Susan, stay, and help to counsel me.
Alas, I? Counsel? Fear frights away my wits.
See, Susan, where thy quondam master lies. Sweet Arden is smeared in blood and filthy gore.
My brother, you and I shall rue this deed.
Come, Susan, help to lift his body forth, and let our salt tears be his obsequies.
Oh no, Alice, whither will you bear him?
Sweet Mosbie, art thou come? Then weep that will. I have my wish, in that I joy thy sight.
Well, it behooves us to be circumspect.
Aye, for Franklin thinks that we have murdered him.
Aye, but he cannot prove it for his life. We'll spend this night in dalliance and in sport.
Mistress, the mayor and all the watch are coming towards our house with glaives and bills.
Make the doors fast! Let them not come in!
Tell me, sweet Alice, how shall I escape?
Out at the back door, over the pile of wood, and for one night lie at the Flower de Luce.
This is the next way to betray myself!
Alas, Mistress Arden, the watch will take me here and cause suspicion. Where else would be none?
Why, take that way that Master Mosbie doth, but first convey the body to the fields.
Until tomorrow, sweet Alice, now farewell. And so you confess nothing in any case.
Be resolute, Mistress Alice. Betray us not.
Now let the judge and juries do their worst. My house is clear, and now I fear them not.
As we went, it snowed all the way, which makes me fear our footsteps will be spied.
Peace, fool, the snow will cover them again.
But it had done before we came back again.
Hark, hark, they knock. Go, Michael, let them in. How now, Master Mayor? Have you brought my husband home?
I saw him come into your home an hour ago.
You are deceived. It was a Londoner.
Mistress Arden, know you not one that is called Black Will?
I know none such. What mean these questions?
I have the council's warrant to apprehend him.
Oh, I am glad it is no worse. Why, Master Mayor, think you I harbour any such?
We are informed that here he is, and therefore pardon us, for we must search.
Aye, search, and spare you not, through every room. Were my husband at home, you would not offer this. Master Franklin, what mean you come so sad?
Arden, thy husband and my friend is slain.
By whom, Master Franklin, can you tell?
I know not. But behind the abbey there he lies, murdered in most piteous case.
But Master Franklin, are you sure 'tis he?
I am too sure. Would God I were deceived.
Find out the murderers. Let them be known.
Aye, so they shall. Come you along with us.
Wherefore?
Know you this hand towel and this knife?
No, Michael! Through this thy negligence thou hast betrayed and undone us all.
I was so afraid I knew not what I did. I thought I'd thrown them both into the well.
It is the pig's blood. We had to sup her. But wherefore stay you? Find out the murderers.
I fear me you'll prove one of them yourself.
Aye, one of them. What mean such questions?
I fear me he was murdered in this house and carried to the fields. For from that place, backwards and forwards, may you see the print of many feet within the snow, and look about this chamber where we are, and you shall find part of his guiltless blood. For in his slip-shoe did I find some rushes which argueth he was murdered in this room.
See his blood, it is too manifest.
It is a cup of wine that Michael shed.
Aye, truly.
It is his blood, which strumpet thou hast shed. But if I live, thou and thy accomplices, which have conspired and wrought his death, shall rue it.
Master Franklin, God and heaven can tell I loved him more than all the world beside. But bring me to him. Let me see his body.
Bring that villain and Mosbie's sister too, and one of you go to the Flower de Luce and seek for Mosbie and apprehend him too.
The widow Chambly in her husband's days I kept, and now he's dead, she is grown so stout, she will not know her old companions. I came thither, thinking to have had harbour, as I was wont, and she was ready to thrust me out of doors. But whether she would or no, I got me up, and as she followed me, I spurned her down the stairs and broke her neck and cut her topster's throat. And now I'm going to fling them in the Thames. I have the gold. What care I, though it be known? I'll cross the water and take sanctuary.
See, Mistress Arden, where your husband lies. Confess this foul fault and be penitent.
Arden, sweet husband, what shall I say? The more I sound his name, the more he bleeds. This blood condemns me, and in gushing forth, speaks as it falls, and asks me why I did it. Forgive me, Arden. I repent me now, and would my death save thine. Thou shouldst not die. Rise up, sweet Arden, and enjoy thy love. And frown not on me when we meet in heaven. In heaven I'll love thee, though on earth I did not.
Say, Mosbie, what made thee murder him?
Study not for an answer, look not down. His purse and girdle found at thy bed's head witness sufficiently thou didst the deed. It bootless is to swear thou didst it not.
I hired Black Will and Shakebag, ruffians both, and they and I have done this murderous deed. But wherefore stay we? Come and bear me hence.
Those ruffians shall not escape. I will up to London and get the council's warrant to apprehend them.
Shakebag, I hear, has taken sanctuary, but I am so pursued with hues and cries for petty robberies that I have done that I can come unto no sanctuary. Therefore must I in some oyster boat at last be fain to go on board some hoy, and so to Flushing. There is no staying here. At Sittingborough the watch was like to take me, and had not I with my buckler covered my head and run full blank at all adventures, I am sure I had ne'er gone further than that place, for the constable had 20 warrants to apprehend me. Besides that, I robbed him and his man once at Gadshill. Farewell, England. I'll to Flushing now.
Come, make haste, and bring away the prisoners.
Mistress Arden, you are now going to God, and I am by the law condemned to die about a letter I brought from Master Greene. I pray you, Mistress Arden, speak the truth. Was I ever privy to your intent, or no?
What should I say? You brought me such a letter. But I dare swear thou knewest not the contents. Leave now to trouble me with worldly things, and let me meditate upon my Saviour Christ, whose blood must
Save me for the blood I shed.
How long shall I live in this hell of grief? Convey me from the presence of that strumpet!
Ah, but for thee I had never been a strumpet. What cannot oaths and protestations do when men have opportunity to woo? I was too young to sound thy villainies, but now I find it and repent. Too late.
Gentle brother, wherefore should I die? I knew not of it till the deed was done.
For thee I mourn more than for myself. But let it suffice. I cannot save thee now.
And if your brother and my mistress had not promised me you in marriage, I'd ne'er again consent to this foul deed.
Leave to accuse each other now, and listen to the sentence I shall give. Bear Mosbie and his sister to London straight, where they in Smithfield must be executed. Bear Mistress Arden unto Canterbury, where her sentence is she must be burnt. Michael and Bradshaw in Faversham must suffer death.
Let my death make amends for all my sins.
Fie upon women! This shall be my song. But bear me hence, I have lived too long.
Seeing no hope on earth, in heaven is my hope.
Faith, I cannot, seeing I die with Susan.
My blood be on his head that gave the sentence!
To speedy execution with them all.
Thus have you seen the truth of Arden's death. As for the ruffians, Shakebag and Black Will, the one took sanctuary, and being sent for out, was murdered in Southwark as he passed to Greenwich, where the Lord Protector lay. Black Will was burned in Flushing on a stage. Greene was hanged at Osbridge in Kent. The painter fled, and how he died, we know not. But this, above the rest, is to be noted. Arden lay murdered in that plot of ground which he, by force and violence, held from reed. And in the grass his body's print was seen 2 years and more after the deed was done. Gentlemen, we hope you'll pardon this naked tragedy, wherein no filed points are foisted in to make it gracious to the ear or eye. For simple truth is gracious enough, and needs no other points of glozing stuff.
In Arden of Faversham by the Unknown, Alice Arden was played by Alexandra Kataigida, Thomas Arden by Keith Hill, Mosbie by Simon Nader, and Franklin by Lynsey Beauchamp. Shakebag by Pamela Flanagan, Black Will by Kit McGuire, Greene and a Sailor by Sojourner Hazelwood-Connell, Bradshaw by Liza Graham, and Michael by Roel Fox. Susan, the Prentice, and a ferryman were played by Emma Kemp, Adam of the Fleur-de-Luce and Lord Cheiny by Sarah Blake, Clarke the Painter and the Mayor of Faversham by Robert Crighton. The live show technical operator was Valentina Vinci, and original music for the production by Roel Fox. The play was directed by Sarah Blake and produced by Robert Crighton for the Beyond Winter Revels 2023. Beyond is hosted and produced by myself, Robert Crighton. Follow us on social media at Beyond Shakes, Visit our website at beyondshakespeare.org or support our work by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Beyond Shakespeare.